Welcome to Pulp Era Story Reviews, Episode 3. The novel Death's Premium, starring The Shadow, was published in the January 1st, 1940 issue of The Shadow magazine. Now, the bad guys in this novel have an interesting scheme going. They sell death insurance. Let's say you have a business partner, and if he died, you'd profit by taking over the whole business. So you contact the American Death Insurance Company, called ATICO for short, and take out death insurance. If your partner dies within a set period of time, you profit by getting the business. If he doesn't die, you collect an insurance payout from ATICO. Naturally, it's to ATICO's benefit if your partner dies. Then they collect the premium from you without having to pay anything. But either way, you win. Well, you win unless the Shadow gets involved. Reports from the Shadow's agents about an increase in suspicious manslaughter and accident cases put the crime fighter on ATICO's trail. At first, things don't go well. He fails to save several victims from the killers ATICO keeps on his payroll, although he does manage to whittle down the ranks of the bad guys quite a bit. He does manage to make an ally of Janet Renstrom, the niece of one of ATICO's victims. This leads him to be able to collect more information about ATICO's evil schemes. Eventually, the Shadow carries out a very clever plan. One of his many identities is Henry Arnaud, a wealthy businessman. In this guise, he contacts ATICO and takes out death insurance for $500,000 on Lamont Cranston. But the conditions of the policy mean that ATICO only has a week to kill Cranston before they're obligated to pay off. Lamont Cranston is, of course, another of the Shadow's identities. The Shadow has effectively taken out a contract on himself. Now, it's a risky plan, but it pays off as Cranston not only survives several assassination attempts, which includes being dropped down an elevator shaft in one instance and having his car rammed by a fire truck loaded with disguised gunmen in another instance, but he also manages to kill most of ATICO's top assassins. This all involves a number of close calls. On two different occasions during the course of the novel, he nearly gets blown up. In another case, he nearly gets gassed to death. But killing the Shadow's never been an easy task, and the bad guys don't quite manage to pull it off. Finally, ATICO's top hitman and the company's secret CEO must team up to take out Cranston. They have a plan that also endangers the police commissioner and Janet Renstrom. The Shadow will have to improvise on the fly if he's going to save both himself and his friends and allies. Now, this is a typically fun Shadow novel. It has interesting bad guys, and it portrays the Shadow doing intelligent and believable detective work to uncover their nefarious activities. The action sequences early in the novel are quite good, but later in the novel, when the Shadow is fighting his way past several successive assassination attempts, those are real edge-of-your-seat moments. Writer Walter Gibson's strengths are all on display here. A unique plot by the villains, a well-constructed story, and some truly exciting action sequences. Well, that's it for now. I'll be back with another Pulp Era Story review soon. In the meantime, you can visit me at my blog, comics, old-time radio, and other cool stuff.